I spent 57 hours in an Amtrak train from New York City to Shelby, Montana. Not just that, but I had 3 different types of seating, from coach to upper deck sleeper room. It was an adventure. The train is turning. Occasionally it throws you one way or the other. Hi, I'm Trinity Vandenacre, and I'm a Montana cowboy. I flew to New York to meet Kevin Costner, and now it's time for me to head back to Montana. And I'm going to go by train. But we're going to start this journey across the country from my little hotel in the Bronx. So today, we're going to go out, we're going to walk down the street, we're going to get on the subway and go to Monaghan Station. We're going to get on the train and head to Chicago. Okay, we're headed to the subway. Sure how to get out of here, but now I'm at the I'm at the right one now. So weird to watch everybody sit there on the train. Everybody's very quiet and they don't talk to each other. They don't look anybody in the eye. After just 2 days and a pretty dramatic incident where I had somebody threaten to stab me in the jugular from 1 inch away, I was definitely more hesitant on the train too. There it is. Monaghan Train Hall. Right here. Quite a bit early, I think. I'm having trouble finding something to eat that's kind of normal for me for breakfast. There's a pastrami and egg bagel over here. See what it looks like. Are you not open? Okay.
Attention, please. Amtrak Northeast Regional Train 141 from Springfield and continuing to Norfolk is now approaching the station. Please stand by for boarding, which will begin momentarily.
Monaghan Station was really large. It had convenience stores, it had places you could shop for clothing, perfume, and food, although none of that is open until very late in the morning. Okay, I didn't realize that Starbucks actually has something that isn't just totally bread. So, everywhere I go, there's bread shops. But Starbucks didn't have this. So we'll see how it is. It tastes exactly like what I would think when you buy those in the grocery store, those frozen ones, and you heat it up in the microwave. That's what it is. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is. We're gonna go sit over here, I guess, in a ticketed waiting area, and until my train time comes, which should be 10:30. Apparently, you don't have to be here early. What I was expecting was something like an airport security line or something, but never ran into that.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you.
It was kind of like flying in the old days.
Oh, there you go.
A couple things we're short on is garbage cans and restrooms. You just can't hardly find them at all, which is odd with 8 million people. After waiting just a short time, I was on my way down the stairs to my very first train ride. I literally had absolutely no idea what to expect on this trip.
Coaches that you
sit anywhere?
Any of these 5 coaches, business class left?
Never having done this before, I didn't realize that a coach seat means you don't have an assigned seat. You just go find coach cars and choose your own. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Cafe car will
I have
open
still
upon
not
announcement.
had-
Once again, the
still
cafe
haven't
car will
been
open
actually
upon
checking
announcement.
ticket, like
And at the
checking
rear of
in.
today's train,
So I got on the
you will
train,
find our business
but
class.
nobody has.
You must have
So I have it open here. I don't even know if it's the right car for that coach, but we'll see. They'll tell me. And apparently we're going backwards. Okay, so that's. It's New York right there. So we're out of New York very quickly into some kind of a wash. When we were out of New York, there was somebody that came by and checked your ticket and then put a little card above your seat that said where you were getting off. So my first impressions of the train, it's actually pretty smooth. I was wondering how smooth it would be because you get on a subway, the subway is bouncy and jerky. This is pretty smooth. I mean, it does, you're going over some rough stuff so you can kind of hear it, because I'm gonna have to sleep in here. So this is not my sleeping car. This is just a normal coach seat. So I have a lot, I mean, I got long legs. I can stretch out my legs here. Not a problem. But, and there's footrests. I'm not sure why you would need those because they're so far out there. And then a table, just like you would in an airplane. So, because I can use that to work on something on my laptop. So I just went through some place called Elizabeth, and you can see right here, over here is New Jersey, where I was, up here, I think. Now I'm headed this way on this route right here. I'm in Philadelphia, and they're changing engines on the train, so it is dead quiet, which means it's way more embarrassing to talk to the camera with everybody being able to hear you. We're using electric, so they had a wire above us they were connected to. Now they're disconnecting the engine that did that, and they're connecting a diesel engine. So that puts your power out until they connect, I'm sure, the generator engine to this train, and then we'll take off again. So I'm going to switch trains in Pittsburgh, which is apparently several hours still from here. I'm in the bathroom on the train here. Pretty small, but it's much bigger than the bathroom on an airplane, I can tell you that. I'm going to see if I can try to find the cafe cars out there. Push to open. Press. There we go. Interesting. All I could think of when I first tried the doors that go between the cars was Star Wars. I know, I'm a kid. Continuing on, hopefully I'm going the right way. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. It's quite a ways up here. Going an old pro at this now.
So all of the active, all of the carriage,
You got sandwiches somewhere? I don't. Oh, up there. Okay. Lunch. What's good?
Well, I don't eat food. I bring my own lunch.
Did you?
Yeah, I always do. Everything sells.
Does it? How long you been doing this?
18 years.
18 years? On the same train?
No, this train here, 10.
Yeah. 10? I think I'll try the turkey, just a turkey sandwich. That's it for me. Oh, do you have like Coke Zero?
Yeah.
Do you? Fantastic. I am pretty convinced that this turkey sandwich was wrapped by prisoners somewhere because they really didn't want to let this thing escape. While I was trying to carry on a conversation, I could not get the turkey sandwich out of this simple little wrapper.
Good.
Oh,
Got like a pesto.
okay.
The mac and cheese is good. You gotta get here. The hot dogs are phenomenal. Yeah.
Like hot dogs?
I mean, they're like regular hot dogs.
Oh.
Yeah. You can really go to bed.
Yeah.
But sure, you're having
Yeah, I get
anything
that.
to do the job.
Yeah, that's right.
The new ones. Yeah.
So where are you guys from?
It's actually
Right outside Philly.
really
From
close to
Jersey.
being equal. I think that's
Oh, really?
Girl.
So do you just ride back and forth like him, or? Honestly, this was just normal food that you get from like Winco or something, so it wasn't anything special. It was fine. It wasn't dried out really bad, which is good. Some of that stuff can get really dry.
And then do you switch trains when you get to Chicago? Or do you stay, you switch trains?
I have, I think,
That's
a
what I thought.
5-hour layover there.
5 hours.
Because I think my trip is like 6 hours or something. Or no, maybe that includes the layover.
It's longer than that.
It's longer than that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was 12 to 8 just from Philly
That's right.
City to Pittsburgh. You had another 2.5 from New York down to Philly.
That's true. I got on at 10 something,
Yeah.
and I'm not getting off till 8, so that's more than 6 hours. I just can't do math sometimes.
I understand. Me either.
I was starting to get back out into some rural areas, some farm ground, some open forest. You know what that is? What river is this? You know? Long time. Still another probably 4 hours before we get to Pittsburgh. Somebody gave me a website that you can actually see your train and where it's at. So I'm number 43 on this map. And on the next map, you can see how many trains there are going in all different directions. So we're just about to Pittsburgh, but they have a delay because the other train that I'm supposed to get on, I was supposed to get on there at 11:50 something, but now it's not going to get into 1:07 a.m. So I'm like exhausted right now. I'm like super tired. So I look at the clock. It is 7:45. No. Yeah, 7:45. Which in Montana time it's like 5:45. And I'm already exhausted. So 1 o'clock, when the train gets here at 1 o'clock, that will be Montana time of 10 or 11 o'clock, which isn't even that bad. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to just stay awake, wait till the train loads and get on the one at 1 o'clock, and it should get to Chicago about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So hopefully I can get some sleep after I get on the train. So one of the other things about the cheap seats here is plug-ins right there. So once I found them, I plugged in my phone and charged it. This curtain kind of covers it up. So if I would have found it earlier, I would have actually charged up some of my GoPro batteries or something. But I found it about 2 hours ago. It looks like we're probably in Pittsburgh, but we're going very slow, so it's probably going to take a long time to get through Pittsburgh. And this also has this foot thing here. I put it down, but it does nothing for you. So I'm not really sure what good that would do. These seats also have these footrests right here, right there. I'm not really sure. What good that would do. I mean, that's like, does not work at all for me. So that must be for like super short people. Want me to take that down?
So much. Yeah, no, I'm good. I think pretty much. It's way too heavy to bag.
Yeah, it's heavy. When I first stepped off the train, so I didn't even know where the actual station was. So I just waited until somebody got off the train that I could follow. Where Monaghan Station was this massive train station, this was just like a bus stop or something. Well, it's midnight. I'm in Pittsburgh. Still got 2 hours to wait for the train, so I'm gonna go over here to this burger joint and see if it's still open. Shoot! It doesn't look like it's open. Crap. Well, I waited too long now. Everything's closed because it's midnight. I was at this station from 10 o'clock to about 1:30. So I finally fell asleep in one of the chairs. It's about 1:30 in the morning. Now we're finally going to go board the train that heads towards Chicago. Second leg of this journey. Sorry, man, I went the wrong place.
You in the sleeper, hun. You're gonna go all the way down. Let them know you in the sleeper, hun.
On the outside?
You got about how many cars for you?
Kind of excited. Now I'm going to be wide awake. It's going to be hard to go to sleep. Dang it.
The name?
Van Den Aker.
Let me see what the... Number 2, okay. You're gonna go inside to your right. And then go through the double doors first one, and you'll be on the right hand side.
Okay.
Bottle of water here.
Okay.
In the morning time I'll put some coffee out there. This will be the sugar and
Okay.
fun stuff.
In the morning there'll be coffee here?
Yes, sir.
I can grab one of these?
Yeah, I got 2 in your room also.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That's your bed right here.
All right. Thank you.
The bathroom's at the end of the hallway this way.
Okay.
Go step out in the hall, directly down all the way down in the hall. The restroom's on the right hand side.
Okay. And I'm going to go to bed.
Okay, I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah.
When you go to breakfast, I'll convert it back to seats to give you space to utilize the room.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
And you said 6, right?
6 a.m. Yes, sir.
So it's got its own little door here. Some, what is this? Oh, that's just lotion and shampoo. Why would you need shampoo? I don't know. Okay, I'm a little pale because I'm very tired. I'm going to set my stuff up, go use the restroom, and I'm going to get ready for bed. So now, got pillows in here. Look at there. I can plug my stuff in right there. Charge a couple batteries maybe. Oops, sorry. It's not locked there. Lock it like that. He didn't lock it, so I walked right in on him. Now, there's something I noticed about this is shower. So I'm gonna ask about that tomorrow. Oh, wood lighting there. See that? Oh, and here's a rack up there for my stuff. Okay, so let's get this put together. Okay, well, how special do I feel? Now, this isn't the fanciest room they have. They have, this is called a sleeper car, or a sleeper room. And then, so this makes into a seat during the day and a bed at night. There's also a room you can get that's like a family room that is completely separate and has its own bathroom. That's probably in a different car. But I am going to love this. It is now 1:45 in the morning, so I'm gonna lay down in my nice cozy bed here. Oh yeah. Put that up there. So, oh yeah. So this is very tight. You got this thing right here is really tight, you can tell. Like my arm is right here, but I mean, it's long enough for me, and I'm over 6 foot tall. Oh man, okay. Now the one thing I'm afraid of is that now that I drank that coffee, I'll be wide awake. But we'll see. I'm laying right here and in my little sleeper, and we're starting to move. We're leaving Pittsburgh right now. All right, good night. So it looks like we're sitting right in Toledo, Ohio right now. I'm still in bed, but I'm just about to get up so we can go have some breakfast. I found this. I don't know what. Look at that. It's a sink. So I thought I was gonna have to go over there to use the bathroom to get ready, but I can just use this right here. Very cool. You know, some people said that it was like too much movement to sleep, but actually it kind of rocks you to sleep, in my opinion. When you're going down the tracks, you're just kind of moving gently. All right, I'm gonna put on my beef tallow on my face. That's what I've been doing every day to kind of attempt to keep some healthy skin on my face. Then I'm gonna go get some breakfast. It's kind of a beeswax mixed with beef tallow, or beef tallow mixed with beeswax, most likely is the way you put that. You would think just rubbing fat on your face would, because that's what beef tallow is, would just cause it to be, just break out or something, but it's actually done very nicely for my skin. It's clearing it up, it's making it, I don't know, it just has a more healthy look to it. Maybe not this morning because I'm running on 4 hours of sleep, but This is interesting. This bowl does not have a drain in it, but I think you just tip it up and all the water goes back in the back there. You just dump it back there, just like that. I put on beard oil. I do that because your skin tries to create enough oils to coat your beard. What happens is that you can't quite get it, so your skin dries out and then you get all flaky and the flake all down here. So if you wear beard oil, it keeps your skin all nice and moist, and you don't have the white flakes. Bit of it, put it up in a few places on my skin, and then rub it into the skin so it's a coat, gonna coat your whole chin. Sun's coming up. Where's the cups?
Cups right up top, right here.
Okay.
You got sugar, cream, stirs, and just
Thank
help
you.
yourself to the coffee right
Thank
there.
you.
Yes, sir. I'll fix your bed up for you.
All right, let's go find the breakfast car. I think this is where the cars connect. That's weird. They're moving separately. Morning.
Morning. Very nice breakfast. Any side of meat?
Side of meat? Like what?
You have bacon or sausage?
A sausage would be great.
Chicken or pork?
Pork, please.
Pork?
Yeah. So I've only had about 4 hours of sleep. We'll see how this is.
I had that yesterday. We got
Yeah,
on
not
the
bad.
train.
Not bad.
I have not been.
As I sat for breakfast, which was pretty good, the omelet was a little bit watery, but the sausage was incredible. The rest of it was really good. It tasted really good. For breakfast, you could sit anywhere you wanted. For supper, though, with a sleeper car, you get all your meals paid for, so that comes with it. But you have to make a reservation, and I wasn't going to be on there all day. I was going to get off that morning in Chicago.
All right,
Thanks for riding.
Yeah. Okay, I am in Chicago officially now. Chicago Union Station was pretty darn grand. It was maybe even more grand than Monahan Station in New York. And it was built in the 1920s, just one of those really cool old structures. And we're back on the streets of a very big city. Now, actually, this is the very beginning. This is where Route 66 starts, is right here. It ends in California, but it starts right in front of this restaurant where I just ate. So go in there and meet Antonio. He's fantastic. Fantastic waiter. Really good. Well, I guess the only other thing I need to do here is find some true Chicago-style pizza somewhere, if I can. Okay, I would like a slice of that right there. Is that just sausage? Yeah, let's do that. So what's with the ketchup? Do people put ketchup on their pizza?
I think people put some ketchup on their pizza.
Really? I have never heard of that.
Packet of ketchup if you really want to try it. You know, it's usually with just plain cheese slices. Not too often is it like a slice with a bunch of stuff on it or meat or stuff. But usually I see a lot of people do it with just plain cheese. They'll drizzle a little ketchup.
Really?
Yeah, it's not too bad. You think about it. I mean, pizza sauce, tomatoes.
Yeah. Thicker and heavier. Now this kind of sausage really doesn't have a lot of flavor, but I prefer this kind of pizza, and the flavor, the sauce is not sweet. It's more like the sauce we get, I'm used to. I think this is better than the New York stuff, personally. This is a very interesting little spot. They have games here and blankets that you can borrow. I'm assuming, and they got a little lawn here for people to hang out. And nobody's hanging out here, so I don't know what that says about it. We also have tables. It's interesting. It's a very nice little spot. I don't know if it's for that building or if it's for anybody who wants to come hang out here. I'm not sure. I was walking out of the pizza place there. Some lady was thanking me for opening the door for her because somebody behind her was being really annoying. She said, "This is city life. I don't even understand it, but it is nothing like the rural life we have. That would be so rare to have somebody have that problem." And I've run into that several times just being here for a few, going through cities for just a few days. I was waiting out there in the main hall, and then I discovered that some lady said, "Are you in a sleeper?" And I said, "Yeah." So she says, well, you guys you're supposed to wait in this room over here. So they have snacks over here and coffee and everything. I didn't realize that. I just found this place. It's the red carpet treatment here. So what's up there? What's upstairs? Just more seating? Look at all this. So there's a lot of perks that come with buying a ticket that is actually a sleeper car, because you get a sleeper car which is all by yourself, or you can have another person in there with you. Plus, you get access to this. This is the Pennsylvania room, and downstairs is all the snacks and everything. I had no idea. Been here for hours until that lady finally told me. So this is what it's like to be first class.
9-7 and
Thank you, ma'am.
27. Have a wonderful day.
Right.
How we doing? What's your name?
Trinity, Vandenegg.
Okay,
There it
room
is.
7, right upstairs here to your left, and upstairs to your right.
Upstairs, okay. This is totally different. Awesome. It's upstairs. It's got downstairs and upstairs. There to the right. Room 7. Ugh. Keep hitting the wall with my luggage here. Look at this. Fantastic. So, I am now upstairs on the train. It's a new one. This is a little different layout in here. Not as much room. There is no sink. These are just steps here to get up to the upper bunk. But if this comes out to a bed, that's going to be quite a bit wider. This is a double-decker bus, so it's going to be quite a bit different in that too. I like that I'm upstairs though. I should have a pretty good view going down the tracks. That's going to be really nice. And this is actually on the board there. It said train 7 and 27, and I couldn't figure out why it had 2 of the same train, because it's both Empire Builder. But what the guy told me was that 7 and 27 are actually the same train. So right now this train is actually 2 trains put together, 7 and 27. And once they get over to Spokane, Washington, they'll unhook them, and one will go to Washington and one will turn south.
Good afternoon, At any point in time, the only thing you would need to concern yourself with would be any adult beverages or gratuities.
And I'm trying to figure out how to control the temperature in this room. I don't think that's... Oh, okay. So this might be it right here. Turn it down some. I think maybe that's it. It says warm and cold. I'm not positive. Here's the air coming out right here. So this is a little older car than I was riding yesterday. Yesterday was the car that I was riding had like touch, well, not touch, but thermostats. Look at that old building. Still in Chicago. And this does not have that. This obviously just has an old dial. So, and here we go. We're headed out. Here's all the railroad cars. Probably going short routes. Holy crap, is it hot. Look at that junk heap. Hopefully the scenery gets a little better than that as we go out. Popular place. This is the observation car, where it's just about all windows. My dinner reservation was for 7:30, which was about one of the last ones. Taking a bite of this. Look at this. They did a great job cooking the steak. I'm eating so much better than I'm sure my ancestor ate on the way out here. That's pretty good. I don't know what that sauce is. Is that what that is? Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. It said that on there. Yeah, very good. Very good. Kind of like a fine dining experience here too. It's very nice. Okay, I got back from supper. So they just sit you with other people, so I wasn't able to do a lot of filming there. So I'm gonna get ready for bed because while I was away, they made my seats into a bed. Now, in this one, there is no good place for my hat. Not sure what I'm gonna do with that. I think I'm gonna sleep like a baby. Well, hopefully not a baby. Hopefully I sleep like a log. A log sleeps way better than any of the babies I ever had. Alright. So right now we're in Minnesota. When I wake up, we should be in North Dakota. See you then. Waking up on the train, it's absolutely remarkable. We're going right across the top of North Dakota right now. And you can see the sunrise back there behind us because we're going due west. Dirtier than in my room. Hard to see out. I don't know if I said this already, but this definitely feels so much better. I mean, even though I'm still inside a train, it's not like I'm outside in this, but this is what's familiar to me right here. Open country. Just wide open spaces. Very few people. That's where I feel the most comfortable. So you just feel it inside me. I start relaxing on the inside. Not even noticing that it wasn't relaxed, but when you get out here, it just feels like home. And the reason it feels like home is because my great-grandfather came out here, and I don't know what it felt like to him, but it had to be a complete shock and lots of, a lot of the unknown. Now, because he did that, this feels like my home. The one I slept on last night, or the night before last, was actually, I was on the ground floor. There was only one floor. And that one didn't move as much. So when you're up on the top level, it moves considerable amount. I mean, when the track just kind of wobbles, I mean, you kind of get this almost throw you out of bed kind of a feeling a couple of times. So I would say it's probably rougher than most plane rides I've had. This train, the last one was smoother. This one was rougher by quite a bit, but it doesn't bother you. So when you're on an airplane, so if you're up in the air and it starts bouncing all over the place, it bothers me, right? Because I'm thinking, we're in the air, right? It should be smooth. Maybe that's just a mental thing, but when you're on a train, you expect it to move. You expect it to move side to side. So when you're going around a corner, you kind of lean this way, and when you're walking down the aisle, you're kind of bouncing off, because you don't really know when it's going to happen. It's not like on a ship where it's going to fall this way and then fall that way. It's like when you're walking down, all of a sudden it'll just go like this, and you kind of bang into the seat next to you or something. But you expect it because you're on a train. It's supposed to do that. For some reason, my brain is like, yeah, it's just normal. So it doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I slept really well for a long time. I went to bed at about 9, last night, and I slept all the way till 6 this morning. So that's actually a considerable amount of sleep. And it moves. I mean, when you're in this bed on the top floor, you're going, you know, like all of a sudden it throw you from your side onto your back kind of a thing occasionally. Not quite, but it felt like it was going to. I mean, sometimes it'll move pretty sudden. It doesn't seem to bother me at all. That's an interesting pile of grain. I don't know what that is. All right, so there's one more experience that I have to try, but I'm gonna go see if I can get a shower on this train. Anytime you go into a bathroom or a shower on a train, make sure you lock this thing because that light comes on. See this? You'll lock it. There's a lot of people, because this latch latches right here, a lot of people that don't lock that, and then there's a light on the outside that comes on that tells somebody that you're in here. So if you don't do that, somebody will walk right in on you, which I have already done, walked in on somebody. So there's a little bench here. They have towels, they have soap right here. It's body wash, so I can use that. Oh, there we go. Good. Look okay? So if you look down, you can see right outside onto the tracks. So it just goes right on the track. I don't know why I wouldn't. I have to say, that was very refreshing. Way better than a camping shower, like in a camper. Lots of water. It went very well, actually. I feel so much more refreshed. It's the first time I've ever taken a shower going 70 miles an hour. We're cornering, so I'm falling to the left. I spent the rest of that day watching the eastern Montana scenery go by, and I just couldn't help but think over and over again what it was like to come to this country 100 years ago, like my great-grandfather, and see it, and knowing now that it hasn't changed that much.
When we've risked everything for life, on the outside, always looking in, we'll still hold on to all we could have been.
We're about 10 minutes out from Shelby, Montana, which is where I'm gonna get off. Now, it's pitch black outside, so I don't know what you'll be able to see. So, one of the things I wanted to share with you is the fact that I feel the anticipation of getting there. I mean, I spent 2 days on a train, 57 hours to get here.
Take me home.
Got everything?
I think so.
Alrighty, it was a pleasure, my friend.
Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate it. So I am in Shelby. Now I'm stepping off the train. It's dark, and I think it's...
Those photographs that once took pride of place, I know more.
Walk down here.
To try
My uncle's picking me up.
to reform.
I made it! Hey, Todd!
Give it all away for you, so take me home. Take me home.
I want to thank you so much for sticking with me throughout this video. It was quite a trip, and I hope you learned something about trains, about how to travel in a train or what it might be like. And if you want to watch the video where I went actually and met Kevin Costner in New York, got lost completely and had my life threatened on the subway, you can watch it right here. But make sure you go to lifeinthewest.com and add yourself to the community, because the next video I have coming up is retracing the steps of immigration, where I'm going to follow my great-grandfather from Ellis Island back to Montana, telling his story along the way and how immigrants came to this country legally back then and what happened with the Homesteading Act that drew them to this country in the first place. I think you'll like it. Until next time, I'm Trinity Van Den Aker. God bless.